Having now suspended 3 of its presenters over some words that caused hurty feelings, GB News has tossed away its USP, the home of free speech. Now it's the home of squeaky bum presenters, being overly cautious and self-protective, constantly looking over their shoulder, waiting for whoever it is that's going to stab them in the back. The whole mantra of GB News was that it was going to be a platform that encouraged the free exchange of ideas, a platform that would robustly defend the people it put in front of the camera, so that they were free to speak the truth. So much for that idea. Almost overnight it's turned itself into a bland, dull, dishonest, cheap imitation BBC or Sky News. GB News CEO Angelos Frangopoulos has capped his pants and caved into left-wing Ofcom bullies. Ofcom, who seem to let the BBC do whatever it likes, even in the face of complaints, probably because it's staffed by ex-BBC employees on whopping great inflated salaries, have clearly been holding GB News to higher standards because it's not peddling the same brand of society-eroding woke poison as every other UK news channel. At the first sign of Frangopoulos not backing his GB News presenters, they all started turning on each other, desperate to take over each other's slots on the channel. Rather than forming a united front and sticking up for each other, they've all decided to duck for cover and look after themselves. And consequently, they'll all very probably be out of a job soon, which is all their craven cowardice deserves. Presenters on other legacy news channels, particularly BBC, Sky and Talk TV, have wasted no time whatsoever sticking the boot into GB News, clamouring to have it taken off air. No surprise, given that GB News has been successfully building an audience, whereas their own viewing figures have been rapidly diminishing. It's difficult to see a way forward for GB News, now that they've thrown away their credibility so cheaply. Their presenters will probably try to find a home on YouTube or Rumble. My suspicions are that the executives at GB News are in possession of some information about Dan Wootton that will come to light in the coming weeks, and were looking for any opportunity to offload him. But in very publicly bowing to censorship and betraying their employees, the channel has dug its own grave.